Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie and I'm not going to retake that now. I'm an empath. I'm an intuitive card reader. And I'm a visionary as well. And thank you very much for being here. I'm here at the moment to do the general weekly reading for the sign of... Everything's moving further away from me. I don't know what happened here today. There. I used to be back that far. Jeez, it's been a weird day. What did I say? I'm here for Scorpio for the week of the 19th through to the 25th, 2017. A little bit of a different camera angle here for the regulars. I'm not gonna yell when I do my videos. People are complaining that they're not able to hear me, that they're turned up 100%. You have to check some things on your end there. This is high definition sound and video. Every freaking freckle and wrinkle it shows. I look worse on camera, I think, than I do in real life. But anyway, you have to check on your end on sound quality. If you're on a laptop, I'm on a laptop. Beautiful for recording. But if the only sound I had was from my laptop, with no exterior speakers, it would be crap. I wouldn't be able to I'd have to strain to hear. If you're on a laptop, you need to do that. You need to look into some exterior speakers if you really want to hear everybody. I put out little surveys in the group in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You're all welcome to join us there. I might as well plug that now. On Facebook. And everybody agrees with a laptop. You've got a strain. Some cell phones, it depends on what you have. Many people have said I use my cell phone. I have an iPad, I have a tablet, and I have a laptop, and I hear you fine on all of them. I've had somebody say the introduction, the intro tiles, you know, with the Bay of Fundy, the night, the moon. It was a super moon that night. That you see is so loud that he waits till that's over and then he turns me on because it's crystal clear. You've got to check on your end. I have another lady, she says I go downstairs on my laptop when I want to watch your videos because it has, you know, better sound, whatever, with the speakers. Anyway, do that. So I've brought you guys in a little bit closer than normal. I've tried to get a bit of a broader camera angle in a sense or whatever. So anyway, this is for Scorpio. And I'm almost on top of the machine. There's like this much space between me and the edge of my laptop. You know, if I'm any closer, you don't want to see that. I'm not getting any closer than I am. I will look into investing in a microphone for the rest, that just no matter what happens, they can't hear. If you can't hear after I get a microphone all installed, move on, shut me down, forget about me, and just move on. Let's get the shuffle in here for Scorpio. I'm 4 minutes in. Yeah, I'm 4 minutes in now. Alright, too long. Let's get to it. This is for Scorpio. That's what's up with Scorpio. What's coming at Scorpio? But I want to see that damn vortex show up in your reading today. God. This is for Scorpio. None of them are the vortex. 3 dropped out, none of them were the vortex. Okay. This narrows down the whole thing, doesn't it? I like having it. Oh, and here we are, November the 17th. Today is when I'm recording this. And that's from one of our flowers. Can you imagine at this time of the year? So I thought I would just, baby, if you want to, that's just a branch off a bigger plant. We thought it died 3 months ago. Stuck at the potting shed, it was dead. At the potting shed, and it got buried behind over the summer, other things, and we're pulling now out, because winter's coming, so we're pulling the winter stuff out that's been stored, and there this thing was, in all its glory, full bloom, better than when it first come home, given to me by a friend. Nature's amazing. And there it was in its own little world, completely forgotten about, completely alone. Poor thing, all by itself. And it was 14 inches taller than when we bought it, because it was dead when we put it in there. And it's just full of big, they're the size of my hand, the blossoms. So it's pretty amazing stuff. Let's see if we can get an amazing reading going here for Scorpio. You're my first. Happy birthday, by the way. It's still your birthday month. You're my first for the weeklies because it is your birthday. I always start with the birthday month. So I'm a little slow getting it together here. It's extremely late, and you're my first one. I'm going to try to work through the night because I had a little bit of a snooze earlier. Let's see what I can get. See how many I can get done through the night. And hopefully finish by sometime tomorrow night. 12 readings. It's a marathon. Scorpio, what is going on? Let's ask Pendulum what's going on. This is my new one, my clear quartz. There it is. It's a beauty. I love this. I just love this pendulum. You guys won't be able to, well, you can. Let me pull you down so you can watch it. I know. Get to the shuffle, Natalie. I want to make sure I get the right deal for you guys. As pure and close as I can get. So it takes time. Go make a cup of tea or something. Spirit, are you here? Thank you. You may stop. We're not going to go with big elaborations. Thank you. That was very kind of you to stop like on a dime like that for me. Okay, you've been waiting, haven't you? I'm sorry to make you wait. You can stop. Okay, one question. As this deck stands, are the first top 3 cards. The card is meant for the spread for the sign of Scorpio for this general weekly reading from November 19th through to the 25th. And it is their deal, is it? This is their spread, the top 3 cards in this deck as it stands. All right. We don't need no big swings. That's good. That's good. Thank you. There. All right. So here we go. Here we go, Scorpio. Let's see. There. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Very first card. First part of your week starting Sunday the 19th. Nice. The 10 of Pentacles. It's all about luck. Card number 2 in the middle of your week. Oh my gosh. Ace of Swords. Victory. Isn't that nice? See, it was worth the wait. 8 minutes in. Oof. 3 of Swords. Heartache. Wow. This is a colorful reading, is it not? Oh my gosh, you guys. Holy lifted. Holy mac. 10 of Pentacles. Oh wow, you're starting your week off really, really well. Monday, Tuesday, shadow into Wednesday. It's a great card. Those of you that are familiar with tarot, you know that it's a wonderful card. The good luck is on the way, and money is coming in. Celebrations from, geez, I know somebody could use that right now. Could use the extra money. It's not funny that they need it, but it makes me, it's laughter because of the hope of, boy, it would be nice if they did. That's the way I would react to it. That it's wonderful. That a windfall's coming in for somebody. Unexpected financial bonus may come your way. I'm hearing some kind of almost like a reward coming for somebody. For a job well done. You've been holding your own, is what I'm hearing. You've been holding your own within your financial situation, how you make your money, whatever your job is, whatever your business is, whatever it is you do to generate money flow. And somebody else has recognized it, and money is coming from there, and it's unexpected for somebody out there. Make sure and stop to appreciate the stability that this is going to bring into your life. If even only for a short little time, it'll be okay. You know, you just do it, use it wisely. Be very careful. That didn't grow on trees in your backyard. You may think after the fact it came very easily to you, but you forget how hard you worked to get recognized for that in that way. There could be a family gathering in the cards as well coming up. Your usual things that, so says tarot, your usual irritations, all right, they're going to lighten. The things that would normally, in a normal run of the day, we have our irks, we have our little quirks, our pet peeves, and in the run of the day, we don't start our day off dreading them or anything. We don't think of anything like that when we first wake up and start our day. But these are, what I'm trying to say is, I can't get it out. You guys are my first. You're my warm-up. You're my virgins tonight. Sorry. I should do the facial exercises and vocal exercises before turning the camera on. Okay. But what I'm trying to say, these are everyday normal little things that irritate, that get under our skin. Little habits that people can have. They stir their coffee, clink, 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 like they're mixing eggs, they're scrambling eggs or something. That's a little kind of it's not a piss me off irk. It's just a little irk. Like, do you have to go clink, 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 clink? I was with somebody for a long time. It was like that. I know 2 people in my whole life, and I know so many people. And only 2 do clink, 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 like they're scrambling eggs when they're stirring their tea or their coffee. Little irks like this. These little things. Maybe someone cutting you off, cutting in too close too soon in traffic in front of you. Little things are going to slut. But at the end of the day, it's going to mean something big. I guess that's why it's going on so long here. It's spirit that's channeling this through for you. And at the end of the day, you're going to say, somebody says, well, you had, how was your day? It was ho-hum, whatever. At the end of this day, one of these days, you're going to be saying, it was good. I didn't want to kill anybody today. I didn't want to tell anybody off today. I didn't have any road rage today. And it's going to, there's just this little, it's one more little notch to add to you in favor of you. So you're going to be grateful of that. At least stop to be grateful for that as well. That went on way too long. I apologize for you there. It's just that when it starts to, it's like I'm unbottling. Does anybody know what that means, to unbottle? That's what happens when I read sometimes. I unbottle. And it stops on its own accord. I don't have any control over that. If I do, I'm cutting half the message off that you're supposed to get. And I'm sorry about that. That's just the way it works for me. I don't know why you guys do this to me, but they do. So, in relationships, this is a really, really good time for family time for you, Scorpio, as well. It doesn't matter if you're a single person, not married, with no children. You still have family of friends, family of coworkers, family of something. There's something. I don't care if you're family with the pigeons in the park. Your family with you're going to have this sense of belonging, this sense of unity, sense of strength, a sense of tradition and pride. There's going to be a moment like that that's going to happen within the first few days. That could happen Sunday, matter of fact, right? It's family day for a lot of people. But it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so it could flow into your work. Maybe you work in a public place with the public. And every day is just a regular old work day, but there's going to be a day where you're going to feel all the faces that come through the door are going to be familiar to you. And you're going to smile. It's just a really, this card is fantastic for you. It's just a really good thing all the way around. Relationships are going to be healthy all the way around as well. Right now, the advice of the card just wants you to appreciate everything that you have around you right now. Share your good fortune with those as well. Share your happiness, share your joy. All right? Keywords of family and celebration. Generosity, sincerity, money, and the feeling of completeness coming full circle. is with that card. This is going to be longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry, guys. Ace of Swords, middle of the week. It's all about victory. It's a great card. It's a good card. It sure has evolved a lot over the years. Back in the day, tarot was completely different. We read tarot. In my part of the world, I suppose the cards were around, but they were rare to be seen. I started out on, it was tarot, and it was the Rider-Waite. It's a great beginner's deck, for new people. But I was like 18 at the time. I'm not 18 now. I get into playing cards, reading that way. And they're just, if not more so at times, those little cards, and you look at them and you think they're insignificant. They're not. It's just the artistry. It's the same thing, really. It really is. Why was I even bothering to say that? The Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Swords. I'm sorry. I lost one of my slippers off my foot. You guys are my virgins, like I told you. You're breaking me in tonight. I'm breaking in with you. It meant death. It was the Ace of Spades was the Ace of Swords, and it meant death. And I always use this analogy: if you were in a room full of people, and because I've been there, I guess that's why I use it. I've done it a lot when I was younger, But at a house party, everybody's having a real good time, and somebody says, "Natalie, read my cards." I say, "Get me a deck of cards." That was a great thing about using playing cards. You could read them anytime. If you had a deck of cards, I could read your cards. I didn't carry my tarot with me, But if you pulled this out of the reading, there'd always be a gathering around the table, everybody watching this reading going down, and off in the other room, the music would be blaring and people would be dancing. But you know what? Eventually the kitchen filled because this got pulled. And you could hear a collective gasp. The Ace of Spades. No. She pulled the Ace of Spades. Oh my God, somebody's going to die. Something terrible's going to happen. It was never any good. I don't know the story on how it changed or why it changed, but I got away from tarot for a few years. More than a few years. A long time. My intuition never left me. My visions grew. My intuition deepened. It got stronger. But I did get away from the cards for a while. I had a bad experience once. I said, "That's it. I'm done." There's times you want to be wrong. And you're not wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I am unbottling you with you, maybe personally too. I don't know. It's all coming out. But anyways, I had a bad experience, and I didn't touch them for close to 20 years. I didn't go near them. I wouldn't touch them. I wouldn't go near them. I didn't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I heard something that when I was doing, it was at one of these house parties, matter of fact, and something really bad happened. Right a week to the day that reading was done, something bad happened. And it was a horrible experience. I said, never again. But anyway, now it's a wonderful thing. If anything, if there's any badness going on in your life right now, any dark, shadowy areas, I think we all have them to a point. The sword cuts through, just slices right through any confusion. And the swords, for being, when I see swords, or spades, I think dark, right? Dark shadows, dark corners, dark areas that shouldn't be there. But everybody's got them. But when the swords comes up now, when I see these swords, I don't see death, I don't see doom, I don't see gloom. I see other cards that way. But I don't see this one anymore. What I see, because the sword, and everybody knows tarot, the sword when it's pointing down is cutting through. It's not only that for me, it's illuminating. It's pushing anything that's been grimy and grungy on the bottom of your life, it's all going to float to the surface so you can clearly see just what's going on. There's clarity. There's clarity with this card. Right now there is anyway. So that's where intuition comes in, okay? But a decision leads to an immediate victory is the main overall message of this card for you. The ace is here to bring a breakthrough from any uncertainty that you may have had. There's no more delays to your plans. You're going to be rolling ahead, so says tarot. There's the cutting through to win power, bringing clarity, bringing all the secrets, all the shadows being poof, having the doors blown open. You're able to see everything quite clearly now. As I said, there's clarity. You'll be able to make decisions quicker, faster, clearer, more sure, more strong, without question. These are the kind of decisions you're going to be making. You're going to say yes, you're going to say no, you're going to say follow through, you're going to say stop, go back, undo, whatever it is, you're going to say it with certainty. You're going to know you're making the right choice. That's a great feeling to have, especially if any of you were sitting on anything like that. Success is in the cards. Your new beginnings in relationships as well. There it is, mental clarity. So says tarot right off the card. So says Natalie before, so says tarot. I don't know the words verbatim. These are guidelines that I write on the back of the cards. That's all. That's all they are. They're guidelines. Because I try to squeeze every bit of meaning off the card for you that I can. I try to get everything out that I can. So, and I don't go through word for word for word when I'm doing the card. I pick what I'm being drawn to on the card. So, because I've not told you everything that's on the card, and I'm not going to do that. But anyway, for those of you that are in the middle of any kind of legal matters that are going on right now, we're not talking about anybody going to jail, being incarcerated, doing time. We're talking lawsuits, possession, ownership, these kind of legal matters. If you keep your wits about you, all right, if you don't get slack in your brain, and don't do anything to feed your brain any slackness either. Don't be taking unnecessary pills. Don't be drinking too much or drinking at the wrong time. We're talking about things like this to keep your wit about you. You can't afford to do that right now. You need to be straight and sober, whatever it is that you do to unwind, relax. You need to be on your game. And if you're on your game, you will see through to success. There's no two ways about it. You could find yourself in arguments and debates. Keep your wits about you as well. So says tarot. That did come off the card. The advice is use your intelligence. This is the advice of tarot. Use your intelligence, and victory will be yours. Be smart about what you're doing. Keywords are beginnings and decisions, and action and clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas. Your mind's going to be very, very busy through the middle of the week. Very, very highly active. Your last card. Okay, so we can't all make the right decisions all the time, but we'll find some good in this card. It's a Three of Swords. It's all about heartache. What's your definition of heartache? What's it going to be for you? We all have our own perception and our own perspective, and we call them as we see them, and what is heartache to me is nothing to you. It could be something that's simple. This is the Heartbreak card of the tarot, and what it does, right off the get-go, the common meaning, of course it being the Heartbreak card, is transient change. And what that means is huge. It's big change in your life. You're transitioning to somewhere else. You're transitioning into something else, someone else, not someone else, but you feel yourself growing in a different direction. Still you. You're taking a different direction. That's your right to do that. Nobody says that you have to be a type of person, be a certain way. You can be who you want to be. Say what you want to say. Walk the way you want to walk. Live the way you want to live. It's your business. You're born alone. You die alone. What you do in between is your business. As long as you aren't infringing on anybody else's life, right? You're living for yourself. But this change could come about in an abrupt way, such as a job ending. Maybe you got up and you're going to go to work. This is midweek to weekend, by the way, but you're going to go to work. For some of you, just like you do any other normal day, and you figure, after 5 o'clock, maybe you'll stop at the grocery store on the way home, pick up some snacks or something for the weekend, Friday evening or something. This kind of thing. Get your comfort food in. Maybe there's a storm coming, so you want to get ready for the weekend. For those of you lucky enough to do the banker's hours 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, you get the weekend off. All of a sudden, let's say 2:30 p.m. Friday afternoon, you're picking up your purse, your briefcase, whatever, your male, your female, putting on your coat, and you're leaving the building. You're done. That's devastating. That's transient. That's heartbreaking. You've been laid off. You've been let go in some form. Something happened that was below your integrity radar, and you quit. This could be it as well. The building could catch fire. There could be many reasons, but there's going to be. This is implying a huge change in your life, in your daily life. Something big is about to change for you. Will it change you? That remains to be seen. You know, but you're saying goodbye to something. Something is no longer going to exist in your life, all right? This card is sometimes related to breakups and affairs, disappointments. Positive side, though, is that you can see the truth. So says Tarot. There you go. To know where you stand is to give you ammunition, really. If you know where you stand, that empowers you. That's very empowering. Because now you're not out of the loop. You're into the loop now. You know everything that's going on. This card can signify stress factors as well, caused by anxiety and fear, like you're physically going to start manifesting the stress and the anxiety from this or from what you're going through in your life. We all do. That doesn't set you apart from the rest of us. It's just that this is what you're going to probably be going through. But we all do. We all have our own way to manifest outward the stress that's going on inward. We all do. And I don't care if you think you got your shit together. There's something that you're doing that you have to release it. If you don't, it finds its own way. All right? That comes out by way of illness, physical illness, mental illness, emotional problems, habitual problems intensify. All this goes on because the stress has to come out. Maybe you're a jogger. So you jog another 5 miles on top of the 15 you're already doing because you're stressed out. And that's your thing. But it does come out and it does manifest. The advice is to see the truth. Allow yourself to feel the pain. And it's like something out of my own book of life. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to hurt. Express it. Vent it. Get it out. Or it'll eat you from the inside out. It always does. This is all happened for a reason, so says Tarot. Your keywords are heartbreak, sorrow, betrayal, loss, affairs, breakup, and tears. And before I say good night and do my closing, remember, yeah, the great givers are probably laughing. She hasn't said it yet. Yes, I am saying it right now. This has been a general free reading, all right? If you don't know what that means, ask somebody else. I'm not talking till I'm blue in the face with you guys anymore that don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. But general means it may or may not resonate with you, and that's all I'm going to say. It's almost a joke. It's like those darn clocks, and they haven't done yet, have they? Isn't that funny? They're about to. Well, the big one over in the corner doesn't after 9 p.m. But this one here, the big boy with the big tone, the real one, the crank up. Did he ding already? If he did, I didn't hear him. Anyway, if you like this video and you like to have something personal and private, I do offer the service for that. The information for that's found down below this video window in the Show More section. Please read through once, ship me off an email, and I get you taken care of. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Thank you to all subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. There it is. And she's running 3 minutes slow. Anyways, thank you very much for being here. So you can find us, like I said earlier, on Bay of Funny Fortunes under Facebook group. It's a closed and private group. When you come in there, everything is safe, it's secure, and it's very, very comfortable in there. And it's a really great place to be. So if you're ever looking for me, I'm just going to tie her down here because we're coming into 30 minutes. If you're looking for me, you can't find me right here in Bay Funny Fortunes. You can find me walking down below on the beach along the water's edge that hold the highest and the mightiest tides in the world. I can't even talk. I'm going to finish the way I started. The highest tides in the whole world. The beautiful and the bountiful. The Bay of Fundy. And whether you find me here or there, chances are you're going to find me awaiting on the next high tide. Goodbye for now, and I hope you have a really, really good week. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes and listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Here, rain is beautiful here. I love it. Anyway, have a great week. Peace, and as always, so you can share that out. Bye-bye for now.